How can we build a divine connection? How can we build a bond with God? How can we attain the Lord? As long as we believe in the lie that God lives in the sky, when things go wrong, we will cry, we will fold our hands and look up in the sky, and we will ask, why? We will never learn the art of building that divine connection because we don't know where is God, who is God, what is God. God does not belong to any religion. God is not God. God is a supreme, immortal power. God is Sip. When we realize this truth that God is divine energy, then we can build a divine connection. Because God is not far away in the skies. These are lies. God is within. God is beneath the bone and skin. God is Sip. Sip is on every lip. But we slip. We lose the connection with Sip because we are on some other ship. Because we are on a worldly trip, we can never build a divine connection. People wonder, why can't I hear God's voice if God is within? We cannot hear the divine voice because our life is full of noise. We are so lost in this material world that we do not realize that the soul, S-O-U-L, the spark of unique life in each one of us is Sip. Every soul is Sip. Every soul is God. But we do not realize this truth. We live and we die, but we do not realize, who am I? Am I this body? This body will die. This body came later. First came I, the soul, in the first cell of conception. In that moment of fertilization, I was conceived. The body was formed later, over 9 months in the mother's womb. One day, this body will die, and people will say, I passed away. I departed. Who departed? The body lay dead on the bed. I am not that body that is dead. I am that power, that energy, that life, that soul, S-O-U-L, spark of unique life that is none other than SIP, the supreme immortal power. The moment we realize we are the soul, the moment we realize the soul is SIP, in that moment we realize we are SIP. We are a manifestation of the divine. We are not the body that will die. We are not the mind we cannot find. We are not the ego that says I. It's a lie. We are the divine soul. To realize this is our life goal. When we realize we are manifestations of the divine, then we can live in yoga, in union with the divine. Just like a good SIM card is always connected to the satellite, always has network. When we realize we are the soul, we can always be united with the Supreme, with the Divine. But if we live in bhoga, united with the material world, then we will never be able to realize God. God realization comes from self-realization. Self-realization is the realization I am not the body, mind, ego. I am the soul. When we realize we are all souls, we realize that we all come from the one ocean of SIP, and we will return to that ocean. We appear to be made of bone and skin, but the truth is that we are the power that throbs within. We appear to be the body, the mind and ego, me, but in reality we are divine energy. Because of ignorance, we don't realize this truth. Because of ignorance, we don't live in yoga, we live in bhoga. Because of ignorance, we create karma, and at that moment of death, when we lose our breath, we carry our karma and return to earth in another birth. Then the cycle goes on and on and on, and we are reborn. And again, we don't build that divine connection because we don't realize we are a divine manifestation. Man's greatest sin is that man thinks he is a human being having a spiritual experience. He does not realize that he is the divine spirit having a human experience. If we want to build a divine connection, we must go within. For the kingdom of God is within. God lives in the temple of our heart. But if we search for the Lord outside, we will never realize God. If you want to build a divine connection, start that inner journey. Go on a voyage within, beneath the skin, and you will realize the divine. And then you can build a divine connection.